Hi everyone, I'm excited to walk you through one of the newest additions to QuoteValet, Webhooks. This feature opens the door to real-time automation between QuoteValet and the rest of your business systems. Until now, the primary way to be notified about QuoteValet activity was via email. So when a customer accepted a quote, posted a comment, or completed a payment, your team would receive an email notification and then take whatever action was needed next. That works, but it still relies on someone seeing the email and manually triggering the follow-up process. With webhooks, QuoteValet can now send that activity out instantly to other systems, workflows, or notifications in real time. So instead of monitoring inboxes, your tools and processes can react automatically the moment customer activity happens. To make this approachable, we're going to start with a very basic example. I'll show you how to create a webhook, how to use Webhook.site to capture the data, and how to test your first event so you can see the webhook fire live. Of course, in your production environment, you'd typically be sending these events into platforms like Zapier, Power Automate, or directly into your own webhook integrations. But Webhook.site gives us a simple way to see the data and confirm everything is working. All right, so first thing we're going to do here is we're going to go ahead and click on New or Add New to create our very first webhook. And to do that, we just click on the button. And if we scroll up to the top, we can give this webhook a name. So in this case, I'm just going to call it any event. Okay. And the reason I'm doing that is if I click down here, we can see all the events that QuoteValet can trigger. And we're going to use the any event, but you can actually narrow down the webhooks to only be called when certain actions happen. So like maybe when something needs to get approved or peer reviewed, or maybe a comment is posted, you can select those specific events. And later on we'll go through future videos. We'll go through how to use those different events. But for right now, we're going to do QuoteValet any. From here, what we need to do is put the URL that we're going to actually be calling to, where the action is actually going to happen. As I said in the intro, we're going to use Webhook.site. It's a good debug tool to make sure that we understand how everything works. Lots of sites use this as an example, so we're going to do that as well. When you go there for the first time, it's going to generate a unique URL. We're just going to click on Copy to Clipboard, and we'll paste that in here. Now, because this is a simple example, we're not going to have to put any headers in here, but if you needed to include any authentication information or anything like that, that's what you would do here in the headers. All right, so now we scroll down, and now we actually have to send something to that webhook. And to make it easy for you, we've actually got this little magic wand here, and what that does is it actually gives you some very basic information that we'll send to that webhook. Okay, and by default, we're going to be sending it via JSON, but you can also send it via plain text, XML, or URL encoded as well. Most webhooks these days are going to be using JSON. All right, but there might be some additional fields that you'd want to send over. And we make it so it's really easy so you can see all the different macros that we can use. And it's pretty much all the header information from the quote or the QuoteValet document, I should say. But the sample that we've got here is like what event is getting called, your tenant account number, what day it was or time it was sent over, the sales rep facing URL, and just basic information that would be helpful for you. But what you may want is even more information. And what you can do, if you hover over the magic wand, hold down Shift and click again, what this is going to do is fill this thing up with a whole bunch of different macros. And so this way you don't have to necessarily know what you want to send over. And in your tool, you can then filter it down as far as how things will happen. So let's go ahead and send over just a simple event just for right now, though, so you can see what's going to happen. So what we're going to do first is we're going to click on Test. And what this is doing is it's showing us what we're going to send over, and we're just going to go ahead and click on Test. It's letting us know that it was queued. If I go over to Webhook.site, you'll see that, actually, let's go ahead and allow that. Here's our first call that ended up happening. And down here, you'll see everything that was sent across. And if you go back over to here, you'll see this is everything that was sent. So it's that quick as far as how things are sent over. And I know this is kind of conceptual and we use some test data. So let's actually do something in QuoteValet so you can see what would happen in a live document. All right, so let's go ahead and go over to QuoteWerks Web. I've got a new document here. Because I've got QuoteValet Any set up, we're going to be sending a bunch of information over through the webhooks, and you'll see what I mean by that in just a moment. Actually, before we do anything else, let's go ahead and click on Done and Save. And you'll want to make sure that the enabled is set as well. Okay, back to QuoteValet, or QuoteWorks, I should say. Let's go ahead and bring in a contact to our quote. We're going to go ahead and search for me. Oops. And then what we're going to do is just bring over a product real quick. Just go to our products here. Let's go with a 20-inch TV here and click on Add. Okay, that's enough for us to be able to test this out. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to go ahead and click on Save and click on OK. And then we'll go ahead and deliver this document. And we'll go ahead and upload to QuoteValet. And let's go ahead and upload this. All right, so our document has been updated. Let's just go ahead and make sure that everything looks good. So we'll go ahead and preview that on QuoteValet. It's our very simple quote. So let's go ahead and go over to Webhook.site and let's go ahead and post a question as this customer here. And hold on one second. I'm going to make some changes here so we're no longer customer facing. So, okay, so now we're in a live QuoteValet page here. So what I'm going to do is scroll down, maybe ask a question. Like, as a customer, can you make this a lower price? Submit. You can see that we've got activity coming from Webhook.site already, and we'll come back to that in just a moment. Let's go ahead and select a credit card purchase and go ahead and accept this. And click on Accept. And what we're going to see here is that another webhook just got fired. If I click on Pay Now, there's going to be another one that happened because I just saw the payment request page. So what we're going to do now, got lots of activity that's happening here. And this is why you'll want to filter out the different activities and whatnot with your webhook. So if we go back over to the webhook.site, you can see each of the things that happen. So this was the test one that we did together originally. But if we go over here, now we can actually see what was sent. So it was viewed. The question was posted by the customer. Then it was accepted. It was viewed again. And then the customer saw the payment request page. So you have a lot of visibility into the entire action. Now, one of the things that's really cool is that, this is using webhook.site, but this could be going to Zapier as an example. And then anytime the customer viewed the quote or did any interaction, like maybe selecting a different option, what would happen is that deal or opportunity in your CRM could get updated in real time. So people that aren't even QuoteWorks users are going to be able to see in real time what's happening with your quote. Or maybe, as an example that you'll see in a future video, we can send a message out to Microsoft Teams or Google Chat whenever a customer asks a question or some other event happens. Or a better example might be maybe a payment is made and we want to go ahead and send an event off to our accounting department via Teams. So that way they know right away. So again, all this is doing is kind of notifying other people automatically. This could do even more, spinning off different actions and automations as well throughout your entire system. So this was just a brief introduction to what you can do with webhooks and QuoteWorks and QuoteValet. If you have any other questions about this, please feel free to reach out to us at support@QuoteWerks.com. Give us a call at 407-248-1481. Or be on the lookout for additional videos, and there's tons of documentation as well. I didn't even get into half the stuff that you can do with webhooks. So be on the lookout, and have a great day.